You know what? I was just walking and was like, wow, that is fucking bananas. Is first, let me just speak to, this is a observation around my own personal experience, which has very much been based in the narratives of traditional roles, let's call it historically traditional roles within the patriarchy. And that is that within domestication, women raise the family, bear the children, raise the family, and men do the work. They go out and they do the work, and the women stay home. So I'm just speaking to that dichotomy, but doesn't apply to everyone. But if it does, and you're a woman and not role, then you might think this is bananas too. But I was there, so I'm like, let me see. What I was thinking was, I did a Queen of Clubs reading for this gentleman the other night, which is an oracle card reading, and I just said, as we do, become present with your intention, something you're seeking guidance on. This isn't about fortune telling. And he immediately was like, I want to get married. I was like, oh, really? The guy was like, maybe 30, I don't know. I was like, oh, wow, that's your most burning question right now. Okay. And of course he drew a queen. And I said, okay, well, in order to attract a queen, you need to be a king. So what are the qualities and that you're seeking in your queen? And he said, like, loving, caring, compassionate. I was like, okay, those are all nice things. How are you showing up that way in your life? And he said, well, I'm not in a relationship. And I was like, okay, well, you can show love and you can show care and you can show compassion even if you're single. It's all about vibration. I was losing him. I was losing him. He was already on the edge a little bit. He was more curious. He thought I was going to do some sort of card trick for him or whatever. It was pretty funny. So anyway, so we're just having this moment. And then I was kind of trying to peel back. I was like, how many layers can we pull back here to like help you manifest what it is that you're seeking, right? And what came forward after a few more questions was like, well, you just want to have kids. And I'm like, oh, so are you looking for a wife or are you looking for a womb? To that which he kind of like turned around and left. And I don't blame him. But, it was just to be said. Because I think it's an important evaluation. It's an important evaluation to make. And that seemingly he was looking for a womb. Now, isn't that fascinating? And that the construct and the belief that is what women are here for. And the bananas part was like, it's pretty much been modeled for quite some time. That is the setup around here. And to be seen and treated that way, that's like your sole purpose, because it's not. And there'll be different levels of awakening, is the vision for women to come to understand that. And again, I'm definitely speaking from the experience when I say women, like gender-based, biologically based, as a female body and had a very like heterosexual white woman experience through this, and that is very different than many others, for sure. I acknowledge that, and I always acknowledge the privilege. And so this is really, I hope most of the time this is just like wake-up calls to some degree. To some degree. Women, you are sacred. You are sacred, fucking powerful, divine creatures of pure magical creation. That is who you are. We have the gift and the power to breed other humans. Yes, we do. And what's even more fascinating is the construct of belief that outside of planting the seed, men aren't actually really needed to order to continue that species. It's a beautiful part of the human experience and how we feel in any relationship, definitely not just heterosexual, which is why it's just incredible to be blessed. I consider it a blessing to be queer and to be able to have an existence like outside of all of these constructs that really are about disguising, hiding, not even realizing, keeping it so wrapped up under all sorts of control. You know? That we are all magical, incredible, powerful beings. I do like to wrap it up. I mean, look at how pretty those diamond rings are. Oh, don't we just want one of those diamond rings? Yeah. You want a diamond ring, babe? Go buy yourself a fucking diamond ring. It'll look gorgeous on you. And you can still be free.